They cannot.
Probably because of that. Hi guys. Can you hear me now? Why does my part always look so rough? I don't know. How does... Can you guys hear me now? Yeah? How's my part now also? This looks... It looks rough. I don't know what to do. Today's stream, we're going to cover a lot of things, but it's also going to be pretty chill. Why? Because, I don't know. Today just feels like a kind of wear your pajamas all day, barely put on makeup kind of day. Is that better?
Yeah.
Woo! Okay. How is everyone doing? You know what? I didn't even share this link with the chat. With my Discord, and let me open up Twitch. I was listening to an audiobook that I will be talking about on Power Up this coming Thursday, and I just kind of got lost in it, and it was really eye-opening, and I highly recommend, but I'm also going to be a tease and not tell you what it is until Thursday, because you should watch Power Up. I'm going to make sure that I just share this. Okay, here we go. At everyone. Live now. Okay. Yes, and now. Okay, we actually have a crap ton of movies to get to as well. So, we're just gonna freaking do that. How is everyone doing on Twitch? Twitch.tv/AmyCassandraMTZ. If that's your jam, make sure to follow me there. Freakish Film says, Haunted Hotties sound off. That is true. Sound off in there. I'm also on YouTube. YouTube.com/AmyCassandra. No MTZ. Hunter Wolf is there. Yes, you can hear me. Alice in Chains Vault. Nice. Hi, Amy and Chad. Hi. And I'm also on Facebook. I have not left Facebook behind. We are here. I'm having a hard time opening it up, but we're here. There we are. I want to say that there are 7 movies that we need to talk about. 7 whole freaking movies. What? Okay. McTaterTots_1. Hi. Welcome. I believe you're new to the chat if this is your first time. Hi, how are you doing? Happy Saturday. Today's Saturday because I'm doing this show. Zrakin75, doing good. Weekend. Yes, it is the weekend. I woke up this morning and I didn't know what day it was. I also got confused because last night I thought it was Saturday. And I was like, it's not. It's actually Friday. No, it's hot. It's funny. I say it's hot. We have the AC on. And we're not going to turn it off. But I wanted to wear a sweatshirt. I'm in full sweatshirt mode. You should check out my latest post on my Instagram if you haven't yet seen it. There on Twitch, I've just shared my socials. Okay, let's stop chatting and continue chatting some more. Okay, I feel really bummed out because last week I totally forgot to mention this one horror movie that I saw, and I feel bad that I forgot about it. So, oh, it's cool here in Texas. Hey, Hunter, that does seem backwards. So the movie that I forgot to mention last week was The Babadook. Or, if you originally thought it was The Babadook, like me, you're wrong. It's The Babadook. It is Australian, which I am happy to announce that I have now seen an Australian movie. If you guys don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Last week I talked about Screamfest Horror Film Festival, yes. And one of the conversations that I had with one of the directors was that I haven't seen any Australian horror movies. And ta-da, now I have. Yay! The Babadook. If you guys have not seen The Babadook, first of all, I don't blame you because I feel like it was marketed pretty intensely to be one of the most horrifying things you've ever seen in the entire universe. There are some moments that were pretty creepy, yes. Was it like drop dead, oh my god, I can't breathe, I'm so terrified, it's crippling? No. But the way that it starts is very, was it from that one? No. A few weeks ago I talked about Z. Do you guys remember Z? There's this one shot that is by far one of the coolest like jump scares that I've ever seen. And I think I still had that in my mind, so when I watched The Babadook, I was like, yeah, okay, this is good. The idea of kids being the target of creepy monsters and stuff is always a good thing. That sounds weird. But it's always like a good, like, ooh, yeah, because kids, if they're cast properly, they can really bring it, and I'm all about that. So it was nice. It was nice. It did not blow me away, but I was happy watching it, and that they did a good job. The mom looks horrendous after a while, and you're like, yeah, girl, you've been through so much. It does give me the whole, I guess I am comparing it to Z in a way, and that the kid ends up getting crazier and crazier, and then you're like, what's going on, dude? What's going on? And then you feel bad for the parents, and the kid ends up like pushing kids down the stairs or throwing them off a freaking tree house. It's all these things that happen, and you're like, wow. And so you end up really caring for the characters. And I feel like if you don't care for the characters, it makes horror movies way tougher to watch because you're like, I don't care who dies then. So they do a good job with that. Thierry Fournier, dual watching Bram Stoker's Dracula and you. Oh, thank you. Do you guys say Bram or Bram? Because I've heard both. What an honor. Alice in Chains, Valtime, Hunter, and Mickey of you're in Texas too. Oh, it's hot in. Where are you? You're in Texas, and it's hot there. Ooh, yeah. The Mickey M says it crippled me. Not gonna lie. Okay. Babadook is great. Alice in Chains. Vault said. Hunter says I think it's very effective over on YouTube. Yeah, Zrakin 75, 34 degrees currently. Ooh, snow in parts already. Where do you live? Hellblazer 79 on Twitch says I loved it. Great to hear. If you guys have any other Australian horror movies that you love, let me know in the chat. And if you're watching this afterwards, make sure you let me know in the comments below. Anyone notice how quickly I'm speaking? I don't know what the deal is because I'm still kind of half asleep. So I don't know what this is about, but let's embrace it. Okay, so the next movie I'm quickly going to mention, it's just like a quick little mention, so there's not going to be a photo here. I saw Hubie Halloween last night, the Adam Sandler movie on Netflix. It was something, so watch it if you don't want to watch anything scary. I watched it, so that's it. The next movie, now that we're going to get deep down into the rest of them for this week, because I saw Craft Ton, like I said. Hi, 16-bit JJ, what's up? Nice little Pikachu. That is Pikachu, right? Emotes. I like that. We're gonna talk about The Craft. Now, if you guys have seen my trailer reactions recently, the last one, I believe, was The Craft. What is it called? It's like the new one. I was gonna say Revival, but I don't think that's what it is. Hi, Jimmy Sprinkles. What's up on YouTube? Channeling my inner Gilmore Girl. Thierry, you get me. Yes, let's speak super fast late. Hi, Antoine. What's up? How am I doing? I'm alright. I'm a little sleepy, but I'm here. Yeah, so I had talked about the trailer reaction. I found it interesting, kind of. Having never seen The Craft before seeing the trailer, I was like, oh, okay, so, like, how does this compare? Is this a continuation? What's the deal? It felt a little CW-y, which is not necessarily a cool thing for me. I've seen beginnings of CW shows, and I feel like maybe something gets lost along the way where they try to be current or they try to do too many things. I still have hope for CW. Right now, as long as they're creating content that some people like, I guess that's good. But when I saw the Craft trailer, I was like, there's something missing. And maybe that something missing would have been, you know, figured out a little bit more because I needed to watch the original. So I watched the original also because I really wanted to watch it for a long time. And it gets nuts. Who here has never seen The Craft? As of right now, it is October 17th, 2020. I mean, if you're watching this on VOD after the fact, so I guess maybe tomorrow you're watching this. In October of 2020, who has yet to see The Craft? I do want to know that first. Zrakin75, you live in North Dakota. Last year at this time, we had a few inches already, so we're used to it. Wow, North Dakota. You might be the first person I have talked to that is from North Dakota, so thank you so much. Freakish Films, nice emotes. My face, what's up? The Harley Quinn reporter in that movie got fired from a news job for being in the movie. I know. I heard that. Isn't that nuts? Because she mistakenly violated her contract. That really sucks, but I mean, if you're gonna lose your job, at least that's an interesting way of losing your job. Kind of sucks though during quarantine. Hellblazer 79. The original made me fall in love with Fairuza Balk. Is she? Hold on, let me double check that I know who you're talking about, because I definitely was like, oh my god, that's Nev Campbell. Everyone in the chat, please let me know if you've seen it. Hunter Wolf has seen the original Craft, so has Jimmy Sprinkles. Is the remake out? No, is it? I don't think so. Legacy. That's what it's called. Legacy. That's a song, right? I think that's a song. Fairuza Balk. Okay, yeah. Whoa, is she a Gemini? She was born on May 21st. Hello. Yeah, she is nuts in this movie. My goodness. I feel like someone should have told me that The Craft Like at the beginning, it's like, ooh, it's a fun teen kind of maybe coming of age movie. I don't know. But then it's like, I don't know, it just goes into hyperspeed and things get crazy. It's insane. Did I like it? Yes, I did. Do I recommend it? Yeah, for sure. And I think you should definitely watch it before you watch the remake if you do decide to watch the remake. Thierry Fournier says, it's been a while since the last time I watched the OG The Craft, around 12 years. Whoa, Jimmy Sprinkles. Was that also in... That's something else, though, right?
Yeah, it's just random.
That's something random. Okay. That's awful. Murray Leach. I switched from from Twitch since everyone's here. Everyone's on both, Murray, but thank you so much for joining me on YouTube as well. Craft was very enjoyable when I was younger. Yeah. I found out she was the Wizard of Oz 2, Hellblazer 79. Really? She was? Did not know that. Freakish Films. Yo. Oh, is it because you're reacting to my face saying I saw The Craft and the rip-off movie Little Witches? Because if that's the case, I want to watch Little Witches. What's the deal with Little Witches? She was also in Waterboy. So we got a lot of fans of, hold on. We just got her name. Fairuza Balk. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I feel like if I would have watched this maybe a year or 2 years ago, I would have been like, that's weird. But hey, if Neve Campbell's in it, I'm already there. And I like that they were able to do so many like witchy things that we see in other horror movies, but it's like this is kind of where everything got started, you know? If you guys have never seen Practical Magic, highly recommend watching it as well. Okay, let's move on to the next movie that I saw this week, which was The Bride of Frankenstein. We're taking it back to the classics. The Bride of Frankenstein, besides the fact that she has gorgeous hair, I really was just curious to see how they were going to bring her on. And for a movie that's titled The Bride of Frankenstein, I don't think it did a good job showing The Bride of Frankenstein as much as I would have liked. I think they should have titled it like, hey, you're going to see The Bride of Frankenstein later on in the movie, like way late. But I think that would have been a really long title, so I get it. I do like, there's some moments where the monster is kind of learning how to be a human, which is really cool. And he's learning from a blind man that plays the violin, and so I played the violin. I started playing when I was in 5th grade. I don't play as frequently because he needs new strings. Johnny, that's the name of my violin. And 2, because I don't like being too loud, and also, what time? But with that being said, I do still kind of play here and there, and it bugs the crap out of me when people film actors, when directors or DPs film actors playing the violin, and you can, as someone that plays and knows what it sounds like, you can hear that they're supposed to go like this, and it's just like, why? So that was just me being a butt face. But yeah, I still really do like that scene. I feel that they do a good job continuing the first one, like the original Frankenstein movie. But I would have just liked a little bit more of the Bride of Frankenstein, just more, and to see that whole relationship. Give me kind of like, yeah, the Bride of Chucky. That's what I wanted, right? We got so much Tiffany in that movie. That's what I wanted. So, let me look on YouTube here. Oh, it's Critter Nation on Twitch. Oh, Murray. Okay, cool. Hi, what's up? Mary Shelley. Hi, Jimmy Sprinkles. I know. Thierry, it's weird to think that the jackass boy in The Craft is now playing Jughead's dad in Riverdale. Yeah, I know. And he was also in Scream, I believe. Yes. He does such a good job playing that, like, meh. That's not a word. The Craft is such a high school flick. Yeah. Alice in Chains Salt. Jimmy Sprinkles, the monster Frankenstein is similar to the succubus on Lovecraft Country. Yeah. Yeah? I mean, what do you mean? How so? Because, I mean, I don't want to get spoilery about Lovecraft Country. I'm behind 1 episode. Oh my god, it's so good. You should totally see it if you haven't seen it. Anyway, yeah, love The Bride so much. Okay, so how are you guys feeling on Twitch? I think Wolf is the name says I think Bride might be a better movie than Frankenstein. Hot take. Hot take. Interesting. Dawn of the Bride of Frankenstein. That's funny. Frankenstein creation. Yeah. Draken75 says The Bride is also good. Yeah. Okay, Maface says fake guitar playing is annoying also. Yeah. And you know what? I feel like more people tend to do the whole fake guitar playing than violin, maybe. Or maybe people don't talk about fake violin playing as much because it's like we're few and far between. It feels like, I don't know, growing up and being in that world, people didn't necessarily talk about movies. It's kind of like you have to pick one, and I find that kind of strange. So when I would talk to my friends in orchestra about movies and being super pumped about whatever coming out, they'd be like, oh, cool. I'd be like, what do you mean, oh, cool? You should, like, your mind should be blown. We got another movie. A movie was made and now it's out. Like, I always got excited about movies, and it feels like maybe hardcore orc dorks didn't really watch that many, so then maybe that's why they wouldn't have noticed. I don't know. Does that even make sense? Freakish Film says, I absolutely think it's a better movie than Frankenstein. Interesting, okay? Stracken75, 100%. Being a musician, I always look for a wrong finger, yeah, and stuff. There's that one movie, Where the Heart Is, with Meryl Streep, and I love her so much, but she plays an orchestra teacher, and they end up playing in Carnegie Hall, which I've played in Carnegie Hall, hey. And my goodness, it's just so bad. It's so bad. So Meryl, if you ever want to do another one, I'm here for you. Let's hang out. Let's like, you could be my orchestra teacher in the new movie, and then we could just like make another one. I'd be totally down for that. So manifest that crap out of it. Halaser79, have you seen Penny Dreadful? That's a great take on the classic monsters. I have not. I am curious about it though. Oh, okay. Freakish Films. Bride is also one of the best homosexual metaphors I've ever seen. Yeah, with trying to create life. Two men trying to create life. Yeah, I feel literally it's just it's just the title that bugs me, because I'm like, it's not The Bride of Frankenstein. You get her at the end. Let's show her sooner. That's all. Yes, my face, that's a total what kids would say flex. Would never say that, but I just did. Carnegie Hall, impressive. Thank you. Yes, Jimmy Sprinkles. Yeah, he's learning how to interact with humans and how to love. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. All right, the next movie that we're going to talk about is... Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've been watching all the good Halloween movies. Burn. So the next one on the list was Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. We have The Return, and now he's seeking revenge. Is that right, Michael? Yes. Look, we're going to ignore the fact that his mask gets worse and worse and worse and worse and we're just going to focus on Jamie, Danielle Harris, because look at her. She's a rock star. I love her so much. There's this one shot where she's running away from a car, and she's always dressed up in her Halloween costume, and it's just like, I love her so much. What can I say? I would love to have Danielle Harris, I think, on the show. That would be great. If you guys could tweet at her and be like, hey, Amy would love to have you on. She loves you so much. That would be great. Yeah, because I think that in these movies, when you don't have Laurie, like 4 and 5, you have to have an insanely strong final girl there. And who's to say that a final girl can't be a freaking kid, right? You've got Jamie, who's trying to survive when people think, it starts out, I believe this is the one that, yeah, she starts out and she can't even scream. She's in this, like, kind of mental institution, and she's, like, screaming, and you can't hear her. She has to convey all these feelings, and you can't even hear her voice, you guys. She's so good. And she's just a tiny little person, and she's just trying to survive, and no one believes her, and people make fun of her, and then it's like, oh my god, you're fine, you're protected, and then she loses everyone that she ever could, like, count on. Oh, I really do love this movie. I really do. Alice in Chains Vault says, only remember the first 3 Halloweens, sadly. I mean, hey, if you're gonna watch them again, watch the first one. Maybe, sure, watch the second one, maybe not. But definitely watch the 4th and the 5th. Because Danielle Harris as Jamie is just perfection. I know you guys in the chat are asking about a bunch of other horror movies, but right now I want to make sure that we stay on track. So I am talking about Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. So let me know what you guys think about Jamie and how much you love her. And also how much you like Michael, but maybe not so much his mask. It's okay. It's okay. The beginning rules, the end rules, and the middle gets a little lazy, is what Wolf is the name says. Freakish Film says, Jamie is absolutely fantastic. Jamie Hive. Jamie Hive Rise. Exactly. That makes it more intense. Good stuff. It does. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I love it so much. It's interesting, too, because I feel at a certain point, and this happens with Chucky movies, but they kind of don't know what else to do. They're like, cool, we had a kid, or with Chucky, you have the original kid for the first couple of movies, and then things change, and they're like, well, now we're gonna make him like half a teenager. Yeah, let's go to military school. And I'm like, okay, and it is the same kid, but something's missing. There are a good few scenes, but then you're like, okay, I feel like you just had half of the plan worked out, and you needed to have the full movie fleshed out, and you didn't, and I understand that, but then give us a little more. Milk some moments that that we'll appreciate. So, goodness, my hair is too much. Okay. Jimmy Sprinkle says, Jamie is great for sure. What? What are words? I don't know. Jimmy Sprinkles, isn't this movie really, really bad? I haven't seen this in a while. Jamie is great for sure, is what you said. Yes, I don't think it's really, really bad. I think it's great because of Jamie. And Loomis. Poor Loomis has been through so much, so now he just thinks everyone's freaking Michael, and he's gone a little insane. And also his scar, I talked about this previously with Halloween 4. His scar it just looks different. Slightly different in every single frame, but enough for us to notice. I'm like, why? I don't get it. But yeah. Freakish Film says, those stories behind why the masks look the way they do are really fascinating. Share some more, Freakish Films. What do you mean? Because I don't think I'm not familiar. It's one of those things, too, with Chucky, how the more movies we get, the weirder his face gets. And I'm like, why mess up something that already works? Why would you do that? I don't know. So, something to think about. The next movie that I'm going to be talking about, because we are making our way through, Cronos. Cronos. My unofficial Mexican godfather, GDT, Guillermo del Toro. Thank you for bringing us Cronos. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Because this was gross. This was disgusting. But not as disgusting as a movie I'm going to be talking about later. But it's sweet, and it's very much... So he had a wonderful relationship with his grandmother, and I believe that's who this movie was dedicated to. So you show that relationship between the two main characters, which is the grandfather, who gets the Cronos device, I guess is what you would call it, and his granddaughter, who doesn't really say anything, but it's her eyes that give everything. She gives you so much with her eyes. Wait, Zraken75, did you just watch what again? A few days ago? Cronos? Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys kind of what it's about. Not too spoilery, but there is this device called the Cronos device, and it kind of looks like a little beetle, a big beetle. And there's something inside of it, and then it sticks onto the grandfather, and like stuff happens, and he kind of just gets like really addicted to it, and things happen, and things get kind of gross. And we get freaking Ron Perlman in it. This was the first collaboration he did with GDT, and yeah, I mean, I think things get a little confusing. I feel like I've had a good run this week of trying to guess what things happen, but it doesn't take away the fun from me watching the movie. But I'm like, He's totally whatever. He's a bug. He's a monster. He's a vampire. He's a wolf. I know it. So that happens. If you guys are one of those people that's like, well, I don't want to guess everything that happens, I think you could still enjoy Chronos because you're not going to know every single thing that happens, if that makes sense. The Mickey M says, more people need to talk about Chronos. I agree. Jimmy Sprinkles, Amy, would you ever wear that Mike Myers mask around Maud? That would be funny. Probably not to Maud, though. LOL. Well, I've had this in the background for a while because this is where I freaking shoot. Horror hangout. Now I do power up on the couch because it's way more comfortable because we're there for a while. So, yeah, I mean, she's seen it. She got scared with Spielberg in the last video. I don't know if I ever wear it. I mean, I think my height alone scares the crap out of her because she hates Chucky. So, yeah, don't think I would. Yeah. I like seeing new faces here, or new names, because they're not faces, I guess. New names on the chat on YouTube, so thank you so much for being here. Hellblazer79, shout out to Ron Perlman. He was great in Chronos. Yeah. Freakish Film says Ron Perlman rules in this movie. Oh yeah, Chronos Racket. Yeah, I think it's great. I think I only have one movie of GDT's collection. I took, wow, it's my second time mentioning freaking Instagram, but I took a photo of all the movies I have. There's one missing? No, we have all of them. Yeah, but I haven't seen Pacific Rim.
Or Hellboy 2.
No, I've seen Hellboy 2. I've seen Hellboy 2.
So what?
I've seen both. Maybe. Maybe not. I definitely saw Blade 2. Anyway, so what was I saying? I don't know. So yeah, I might just have one or two movies left, but I really was interested in watching Chronos, and it did not disappoint me. I feel like what's so wonderful about GDT movies is that he adds so many different elements, and he always has something to say. And the way that this one ended, there's some beautiful scenes between the young girl and her grandfather, and they really like tug at your heartstrings. And who says that horror movies can't do that? You know, like you can be scared and also have those dramatic moments that just hit you right here. So thank you, GDT. I really, really do appreciate that you do that. All right, so if you guys haven't seen Chronos, highly recommend watching Chronos, please. LF Ron, Amy, have you cosplayed as Chucky? I have not, but I've got an interesting idea for this Halloween show. You guys should definitely watch the Halloween show and follow me everywhere. I'm gonna drop that again here. Yeah, definitely recommend. Okay, the next movie we're gonna be talking about, this would be the second time that I tried watching it, not because I got bored, but just, I don't know what it was, but I just wasn't feeling it at the time. And it's The Others. The Others. Nicole Kidman and kids. What do I say about this movie without giving anything away? Well, first I do want to ask you guys if you have curtains in your homes, because the longer that we have quarantine, or the longer that we're in quarantine, the less I like to see the light outside because it hurts my eyes and I feel like I'm turning into a vampire. So I'm like, let me just try to keep the curtains as closed as possible. And I think it's funny because watching this movie, I very much related to the situation of like, no, keep the curtains closed, because apparently the kids have this disease or condition that if they see the light from outside, they die, basically. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes I feel like my eyes are going to be like, ah! So I don't know if you guys feel that way. Obviously, it's not the same thing at all. Hellblazer79, hold the phone. Okay, I'm not going to read your comment yet because that's kind of like a thing that I'm going to be talking about later. But feel free to share it again later. Zorakin75, The Others was interesting. I enjoyed it. Interesting, yes. Wait, Hellblazer79, you have... Oh no, someone spoiled The Others? Ah, that sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, definitely no spoilers in the chat, please. I could, if for the first time that you wanted to watch it, it was spoiled for you, I think that really sucks. If you watch it and it wasn't spoiled for you, I think you could watch it again and be like, ooh, let me watch it again knowing what I know now. But that really freaking sucks. Jimmy Sprinkles on YouTube says, I do have curtains and shades. Murray Leach, yeah, the others got me with the twist, wasn't what I expected. I feel like 5-10 minutes into the movie, you know something's up. And, excuse me, they do a good job slowly, like, revealing things to you. And there was this one moment with her daughter in the First Communion dress. And I'm not going to say anything else. But it gave me heebie-jeebies. And I only use that for moments in movies that, like, it's like blood drains down to my toes. It's only happened really in, like, 2 other things that I've seen. Maybe another one, but 2 that really stand out to me was The Visit. And I'm not going to tell you what part of it, because then that would give it away. But The Visit gave me that. And also Orphan Black. And the pilot, maybe? No. When one of the other... I'll just say that. When one of the other clones was introduced. Sestra. Ooh! Ah! Ooh! Okay, anyway, so yes, the others gave me that creepy heebie-jeebie moment. And the twist is really good. So if you've never seen it, don't let the kind of, what would I say? It's kind of slow at the beginning. The pacing. Don't let the pacing kind of deter you from watching this movie, because it's really good. Wolf is a Name says, I think it's a little long, but I love how buttoned up the whole thing is. Yeah, I love the twist in the movie, and I think it holds up even when you know. Yeah, it is really good. Orphan Black is awesome. Exactly, I agree. Straken75. Hellblazer 79. She-Hulk. Yes! Tatiana Maslany is amazing. I love her so much. Shut up, my face. When I had tickets to the Dave Letterman show, Nicole Kidman was the guest. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Jimmy Sprinkles. I don't feel I saw the others. The Mickey M says, watch it and come to the Discord and we can talk about it. Exactly. Yeah. Discord. Oh, I should share it on YouTube in case you guys aren't a part of it. Now that I know that this link will work. Invite people. Oh my god. I almost invited someone else. That would have been weird. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I meant to tell you guys that I wanted to show you something at the end of the stream, so make sure you keep watching, because I have, like, not necessarily a horror haul, but one thing that I want to show you guys that I got. What? Okay. The next movie that I want to talk about is actually the last one. We have made it. Woo! Okay, the last movie is Mimic. Now, there's a lot of stuff that happened behind the scenes with this one. So even though GDT had a lot to do with it, the final product had GDT fingerprints on it, if that makes sense. So it doesn't feel like GDT just like rocked it and like created it and like gave birth to it, if that makes sense. I don't know. Does it? So with that being said, I was like, all right, well, let's bring it. You know those movies that you watch on, like, Sunday afternoon because you're like, yeah, like, it's not that great, but, like, it's pretty fun, and, like, there's cool things that happen. That's kind of what this one is, I would say. Oh, my God, hair. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second. Can we fix my hair? Let's see. Because sometimes it looks okay, and sometimes it just looks like I didn't even try. So, give me a moment. There. Does that look any kind of... We'll see. It kind of reminds me of Poseidon in a weird way, and that it's like, yeah, it's kind of like an end of the world apocalyptic, but not really. It's like a monster movie, and like you want to get people to survive, and there's like a kind of like epidemic, not a pandemic. Whoa, this is too close to home. There's things and it gets gross. That's kind of what this is. Zraken75 says Mimic was good. He essentially still disowns it, Freakishom says. Yeah, not the best, but enjoyable. Yeah, you know what? I don't think it was as bad as it could have been. So, Lance Martin, are you talking about the are you talking about the others or Mimic? when you're talking about the twist, because maybe both kind of have a twist. Yeah, it was alright. Oh, Mimic. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not as bad as GDD thinks it is. Exactly. Yeah, spoilers on Chronos, on Twitch. But yeah, look, Mimic is great, and I feel like a lot of you guys have seen it, so let's go ahead and just get a little spoilery with Mimic, because you guys have seen it. I don't like bugs. I think bugs have a very important role in life, and I totally respect their craft and what they're doing. I'm not going to tell them what to do. I just don't like it if they like get really close to me, or fly really close to me, or are in my space. So having a movie that centers so much around bugs and the R word that I'm not going to say because I hate that, or the C word, I guess, because if you shorten it, it's R. It rhymes with poach. Papa Roach. Whoa! Wait. Wow. I'm just going to say it. Cockroach. Papa Roach. That Papa and cockroach, that rhymes. Did I lose you guys? I don't know. But I really love that one song from them. It's Cut My Life Into, what is it called? Last Resort. Yeah. I freaking love that one. Anyway, I just hate I hate how gross it gets. But with that being said, it's fun. It's nice. It's not that bad. It's very Sunday afternoon. If you have nothing else to watch, you want to be kind of disgusted, watch this. Or if you want to watch all of GDT's movies, definitely watch this. Freakish Film says, yeah, I think that is just because he had much better idea. Yeah. It's okay, Wolf is a name. Yeah. Let the right one in. You guys are talking about vampires now. You feel, Murray, you feel like you've seen Mimic and completely forgot about it. Can we post spoilers on Mimic? Thank you for asking, Lance Martin. Sure, let's get spoilery on Mimic. I feel like you would know if you saw a giant freaking disgusting bug that's trying to be a human. Isn't that weird though, how like when they put the things, when Mira Sorvino, when she puts the little like hands together or whatever, it sort of forms a face, but it's like a weird older man. I'm like, wow, so the bugs didn't even want to look like women? Thanks. So that's disgusting. Freakish Film says, movie is a lot of thinks, but it's not forgettable. Things, but it's not forgettable. True, yes. Hashtag Gracie, the kid scene in Mimic, so brutal. Yeah. When people get disgusting, that's one thing, but when they get gross and icky and they hurt kids, it's like, oh. So that's a bummer. But I have to commend the kids on trying to exercise their entrepreneurial skills in a way, kind of. Respect that side hustle of trying to sell bugs and getting $10 and then being like, this is the big one, you know? The kids were great, yeah. Wolf is the name. I just remember bug people in a subway. Exactly. Yeah. I respect the hustle. Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy. If you guys have never seen Mimic, you should, but know that it's really gross and that maybe it's not the best movie you're ever going to see, but that's okay. Gross, Lance Martin. Yes, when roaches get their event. Ugh. I'm going to tell you guys a quick little story. Not very many people know, and maybe that'll give you like a little bit of an insight. Oh, actually, there's two stories. A little bit of an insight as to why I cannot stand roaches, and they're a huge fear of mine. When I was, everyone ready for a little story time? Here we go, just chatting. When I was a young girl, I think I was 6 or so, I was living in Mexico with my mom, and we were living in my great aunt's house, and it started pouring. It was like raining so intensely. It was flooding in the backyard and everything, and we had like a backyard that kind of dipped a little, and then there was like trees, and it was like very much like this is our little space. And there was so much water that all, oh god. Ooh, maybe it's like a spooky time kind of story. Are you ready? All the bugs from underneath, like in the sewer and like the drainage system, I don't know how everything works, were coming out. And what were those bugs, you ask? Roaches. Hundreds and hundreds of roaches just coming up. And they were taking over our entire backyard. I was like 6 years old, and my mom was using a broom trying to sweep them away. And then my mom was like, go inside the house and like, you know, put stuff underneath the door to just kind of prevent them from going into the house. And that is one of the most vivid memories that I have. All these roaches just like coming up, and my mom was like, ah! That's one story of roaches. The other story was also in Mexico. That's why we left. No, I'm just kidding. I was getting ready for school. I had the skirt on because it was like a kind of like a skirt, but like a cheerleader kind of look. I don't know. It was a weird kind of uniform. And I was sitting on the bed. Oh, I guess there's 3 stories. Ooh. I was sitting on the bed, and my legs were crossed, just like crossed, and I felt this thing on my leg. This was the morning. You think, hey, nothing bad can happen in the morning. I'm getting ready to go to school. I've just had my breakfast. I feel like I was watching Dora. I don't know. I was watching something on TV, and I was like, today's going to be a great day. And I really hoped it would have been. But the roach on my leg had other plans. And then I screamed and like I flicked it off. It was the most disgusting thing in the entire universe. And also, there was one time where I was sleeping in the same bed, and I looked up at, there was this door to the bathroom. Obviously, there are doors to bathrooms. And it was open a little bit. At the very top, there was like 2 little, like a thing together. And I was like, what is that? And I told my mom, I was like, do you see that? And she's like, yes. There was 2 roaches getting it on top of the door. And I was like, nah, thank you. I don't want that. So, yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I really don't like roaches. 3 of the main reasons. It's bad. It's bad. I feel like they heard me. I feel like they heard me. Okay. And the other one, I mean, it's crickets. But, like, crickets are terrifying. Crickets, like, in San Antonio, there was this one summer that they were everywhere. And my mom and I came outside of the Embassy movie theater, if you guys live in San Antonio. And I swear to you, it looked like there was polka dots on the entire ground. Like, entire cement ground, surface level, whatever. And they were all crickets. And I was like, oh my god! And the worst thing about crickets is they freaking jump like nobody's business. And so what did I do? Instead of watch out for my mom, I just ran to the car like a freaking crazy person. I like sprinted to the car. I don't know why, because I didn't have the freaking keys. But then my mom started running too, and she was like, ah! We were just like trying to get into the car. It was the worst thing ever. Glad I got that out, so now maybe that can haunt you guys too. Just kidding. Jimmy Sprinkles on YouTube says, the first apartment our family lived in when we moved to New York had mice and roaches. My parents just used boric acid to kill them. It worked. Okay. Nightmare fuel. Mimics are coming for you. Stop it! Stop it, Lance Martin. I'm sorry you screamed. Don't see Joe apartment then, Amy. I will not. Okay. I saw that one episode of Freak Show, the show, and I don't know how much I watched of it. Is all I'll say. It wasn't Freak Show. No, I mean Freak Show. Why did I say Freak Show? I meant Creep Show. Was it the movie? It was the first movie. It was the last section, maybe. Ooh, great show, Ella Front. Thank you. It's not over. Hellblazer 79. I remember something about the sound they made while walking. Yeah, I know. That's so gross. Hashtag Gracie. Yes, you would totally get it. They're the worst. No, look, hey, I love Mexico and Mexico City. It's just that was just a bad time. And I also said that happened in San Antonio with crickets. So, my face, I've definitely seen The Fly, and that was disgusting. But Jeff Goldblum is amazing. Yeah, definitely Creep Show, not Freak Show. Oh God, I have American Horror Story in my head. Okay, I did want to share just a couple of announcements with you guys. So, I will be doing, now it is 2 weeks from now? Shut up. Halloween is 2 weeks from now. Yeah. I'll be doing a live watch party on Twitch. Twitch.tv/AmyCassandra MTZ if you guys are watching this on YouTube. The movie will be announced later, but if you guys have never watched a movie with me, which most of you guys have not because we don't know each other personally, I think I get pretty interesting while watching movies, so I think it would be fun for all of us to watch the same movie. Don't know what it is, like I said, but I will definitely announce it on my Discord, most likely. I also wanted to share with you guys this thing that I got from Fright Rags. What was I gonna say? Okay. Let me know if you guys can see the movie. Let me see. Do you get the movie? Do you understand it? Do you see it? Whoever gets it first gets an imaginary sticker from me. A virtual one. Did you guys get it? I'll wait until you guys see. I know that there's a delay. Yay! Hashtag Gracie, you get an imaginary sticker from me. Virtual sticker, here you go. Yes, it is Halloween. Isn't that great? I got these. They're called lounge pants because that's how fancy we are now. Yeah, look. Do you see Michael? That's Michael. And Michael. How great, right? I love it so much, so I'm excited. I will let you know how they feel, but I'm definitely waiting until closer to Halloween to wear them because I need more Halloween merch to wear. And also, all the stuff that I got from Super Yaki hasn't gotten here, so you'll definitely be seeing me in that. My pick for the week would definitely be... I'm gonna do two because I feel like it. Kronos and the Others. Yeah, Kronos and the Others. So if you watch any movies this week, watch those two. Alright guys, this was a longer show than usual, but I had a crap ton of movies to talk about. Yeah. You guys did great. Alice in Chains Vault, yes. Halloween, Lance Martin, Halloween, yes. Yeah, the movie Teeth, oh. Wait a second. Wait, where are you from, Murray? Hold on, before we go. You said crickets, most people here love them. What do you mean? Harry Collins, hi! What do you mean most people here love them? Because I also know, like, in Mexico, it's like Jiminy Cricket. Well, actually, no, that's anywhere. Cri-cri, cri-cri. Yeah, wow, that was a deep memory. Thanks for all those emotes. What do you mean? Halloween is my birthday, so hey, Lance Martin, happy early birthday. Wait, who was it? Wait. Murray Leach, I need you to answer. What do you mean? Do you guys like crickets? Is that a thing? Do you like crickets? Hey, producer, do you like crickets? You don't like crickets. Cri-cri. Yeah, Hellblades of 79. Okay, well, it's okay. Let me know in the Discord where you're from, because I do have unpopular opinions sometimes, so crickets are terrifying. And so are butterflies. I know that's unpopular. Oh, gross, Gracie. That's right. Crickets are a snack in Mexico. They're called chapulines. Is right. Snapshot0573. You like to fish with them. Ah! Okay, why are we talking so much about crickets? Oh, quick other thing that I did want to say is, I will be doing a just chatting, like straight up just chatting on Twitch, where I'm just going to chat with you guys, because sometimes I feel like I love playing games, and I've been playing a different game behind the scenes that I haven't told you guys to just prepare for next month, and I'm very excited about it. But I really just want to just hang out with you guys and get to know you a little bit more, and also share more fun stories. So I will be streaming later today, probably, I don't know, like at 5-ish. 5:30. So join my Discord because I will be Pacific. Thank you. Yeah, Pacific. I will be doing a stream. I don't know if it kind of just depends on how I'm feeling. It might be a game today. It might be a just chatting, straight up just chatting. So we'll see. But I will be doing that. If you guys have any questions for me, pretty much nothing is off limits unless you make me feel uncomfortable. Then I won't answer that one. You can ask me questions, like drop those questions in the Discord. I'll share that again. There's a section called questions, so like just do it there. Here we go. Discord. Goodbye, Hellblazer79. So there's my Discord if you guys want to. Whoop, I hope I did that right. I hope I did that right. I think I did. Yeah, if you want any more Mortinas. Hey, that's good. Morticia. Woo! Could I play around with that with my Twitter handle? Because if you guys have cool, like, Halloween-y kind of Twitter handles that I could use, let me know. In the Discord, of course. Guillermo, hey, what's up? Ew, yeah. That's gross. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyway, yes. If you guys want to continue chatting, make sure to join my stream later tonight over on Twitch, twitch.tv/AmyCassandra MTZ. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are voting or getting ready to vote in person. Wear your mask and call out racist and take care of each other. Bye. Oh, why'd I do that? And then bye on YouTube. Ooh. Ooh. The Monster Mash.